We have $50 from Sanja. What a great concept for a fundraiser. Much love to all speedrunners and spectators from Finland. $5 from Liam Piper. Really enjoying this AGDQ while studying in my final year of university. Looking forward to Snake, Rattle, and Roll as PJ and Feasel are epic runners. Also really happy to see my friends Skybills and Author Blues both at the marathon. Put this towards the good ending in Silent Hill 1 as more donations are being sent. We'll be sure to do that. Please remember that there are donation incentives and feel free to look them up at gamesdonequick.com. Okay, we're going to go to a quick commercial break, and then we will be back with Little Samson and CTConqueror. And we're back with AGDQ 2015. One of the great sponsors of AGDQ is the Humble Bundle. Check out the Awesome Games Done Quick bundle on humblebundle.com. Pay what you want for up to 9 games, a Twitch Turbo subscription, a subscription to XSplit Premium, and exclusive merchandise, all while supporting Prevent Cancer Foundation. www.humblebundle.com. And again, also, do not forget about donation incentives. One example is the Break the Camera incentive on Wiz, a donation incentive for the Wiz runner SDFG to perform a glitch that breaks the camera in 2 specific levels. Watch a rabbit forced onto a different place of existence. And remember that there are various donation incentives, so please be sure to check them out and let us know, if you would like to, what you're putting it towards. Another one of the great sponsors at AGDQ is TinyBuild. TinyBuild Games is an indie developer morphed into an indie publisher. They partner up with indies across the world to help their games as well as develop games themselves. Check them out at tinybuild.com and check out their game Speedrunners available in the AGDQ2015 Humble Bundle. So again, to reiterate, coming up next is CTConqueror with Little Samson, followed by JC583 and the Mexican runner in Battletoads, which is one of the donation incentives that we've accomplished. They're going to be doing a warpless run as a result, so stay tuned for that. And as far as that Wiz donation incentive is concerned, we are $235 out of $500 on the way there. So please, if you are a fan of Wiz, please feel free to donate towards that incentive for the Break the Camera incentive. Also, do not forget that we also have restreams of awesome games done quick 2015 in French, German, and Spanish. The French one is twitch.tv/OFFICIEL_JVCOM. The German restream is twitch.tv/GERMENCH restream. And the Spanish restream is twitch.tv/The Mexican Runner. Also, during the run and in between runs, please do not forget to visit the Yeti. The Yeti is a t-shirt site featuring an awesome new design every 24 hours for a low price. The Yeti has partnered with us for AGDQ 2015, offering an array of shirts with $3 from every unit sold going to the Prevent Cancer Foundation. Check out the collection at yeti.com/gamesdonequick.
Whenever y'all are. Oh, that's loud. Hi, everyone out there.
Get the couch roll call.
Oh, want to do that before?
Might as well.
All right. Well, I'm CTConqueror. I'm running this awesome game. We got some cool people behind me.
Mr. Cam?
I'm Author Blues.
Infinite Mystery.
Uh,
Infinite Mystery.
You guys ready? All right. 3, 2, 1, go. This game is called Little Samson. It's a game not a lot of people know about, but everyone needs to play it at some point. Came out kind of late in the life cycle of the system. I'm mainly going to sit here and play and let them talk about it.
Yeah, this game is probably best well known for the fact that it's one of the most expensive NES cards. I think the US version of it goes for, what, $500 right now?
Right around there, yeah.
That's why most of the people who do get copies of this game just buy the Japanese version, because you can get that for a very affordable $150.
This is the main character, Little Samson. There's 4 different characters in this game. They all have slightly different abilities. Samson is kind of lame. His attack's kind of weak. He can wall climb, he can ceiling climb.
I mean, he throws bells. So.
He throws bells. I hope you like seeing him, because it's pretty much this and one other fight, and you never see him again.
Yeah, the game starts off with each of the 4 characters has their own stage, kind of acclimates you to how to use each of the characters. But most of them you'll never see again after this brief introduction. Yeah. This game was very unfortunately named Little Samson, considering it's really the mouse that does all of the work.
Pretty much everything in this game.
This is one of the few opportunities where there's probably a big opening for donations. So if you want to...
Yeah, that's end of the stage and the next stage. Plenty good for donations if y'all need it.
Because this is Gam the Golem, and he's very effective at moving very slow.
I meant to ask you guys, why are we using the mouse in Little Samson?
He is very quick, first of all, and he has a bomb that you place down, which by itself doesn't do much, but if you catch an enemy in the explosion of the bomb, it does pretty much 1 damage per frame. So if you can place them correctly, bosses go insanely quick.
Mouse is also one of the he is the fastest character in the game.
Oh, absolutely.
Climbs up walls fast, climbs on ceilings fast.
Actually, the boss fights end up being some of the most complicated tech in this game, and you'll see that in the different boss fights about how you combine the ability to just spam the bombs within the body of a boss just to do small amounts of damage quickly, or whether or not you want to drop off a bomb near the enemy to do large amounts of damage, but for a shorter period of time, and it requires more precision. And it's not just one option over the other. You typically tend to combine them based on whatever the boss's patterns are.
So pretty much every other character in this game besides the mouse has some range to their attack, whereas the mouse, you have to just kind of plant a bomb and hope the enemy moves into it.
Most of the fights you can plan pretty well with the bombs, except for like the fight with death. Oh man, I didn't get that. That's... Yeah.
Yeah, this one boss fight has a few different patterns you can get, and that was probably one of the more
Yeah,
important.
you can usually stun lock him pretty easily, but didn't get it. Oh well.
Now the game begins and we're able to select any one of the 4 characters, so
Always the mouse.
always the mouse, except for one boss fight.
Yeah, it's one
Pretty
boss
much
fight with
every
the dragon.
stage, the moment you enter, you switch to the mouse.
Actually getting decent spawns with these, which is nice. These are completely random. They don't really follow any pattern, and it can really ruin your run if they spawn in certain places.
The only thing about them is like the more you kill, the faster they spawn, just to get more on the screen.
Yeah. I generally try to not hit anything in that first part, just so nothing else spawns. I'm gonna grab some safety health here.
One other note about this game, I think we're playing on easy. If this was normal or harder, I think it's just normal. The mouse, this is its max health for the rest of the game.
Yep. Ooh.
As it is on easy, we can keep getting a few more health crystals for it to increase his max health.
So an important thing to note is this is the any percent category. In order to skip some stages, there's some pretty arbitrary rules that decide which stages get skipped. If you were to play this casually, you would probably have no idea, but it's actually by having, what is it, a potion on one of the
Potion on
characters.
Samson gets you to the ice palace.
Right, so at a point in the run, we have Samson pick up a potion solely for the purpose of skipping a stage.
This is probably the hardest stage in the game right here.
It is definitely the hardest stage in the game.
This is pretty much the one major serious time in the entire run.
Fortunately, it starts you at the 1-up. These platforms reappear and disappear, but they are always physically there. It's just they turn invisible. Otherwise, the stage just tries to troll you as hard as it can.
Mm-hmm.
So for a casual gamer, which character would you recommend CT?
The mouse just for quickness, but for bosses, Gam normally is pretty good for just doing a lot of damage at a time, because if you don't exactly know how to use the bombs with KO, it's kind of hard to do. Especially for fights like this, because I have to use the sides of the bombs. Like, oh.
The bombs just do way too much damage
Yeah.
to use anybody else.
If you were to play this casually, though, just not understanding the boss patterns, you'd probably end up juggling between all of the characters just to preserve your health meters.
So I don't like the last third of this level, so I'm just going to not play it, if that's okay with you guys.
So quite recently, an Out of Bounds, that was a really good clip. So quite recently, an Out of Bounds clip was found in this game by one of the other runners, X-Dragon, basically based on the task strats for this game. By getting out of bounds and actually hitting the edge of the screen, the game triggers the end of the stage based on whether or not you can actually get to the edge of the screen. And the game typically prevents you from doing that by scrolling the screen as you move. But since he was in a vertically scrolling section and didn't quite reach the boundary for the horizontal scroll, by touching the edge of the screen, he just triggered the stage to end. So we're going to abuse that a lot here.
Yeah, the rest of the stage is not very fun, so I'm just going to not play it once again.
Good plan.
Yeah, for these two stages, they don't save too much time, but stage about 2 down the road, it saves about like 30 seconds at least, I'd say.
All the wizard bosses have a slightly different pattern, and this one turns into the Blue Knight afterwards. Blue Knight, if you get bodied by the Blue Knight, you're done. Fortunately, his sword attack, which he tends to use when you're right next to him, can't even reach the mouse.
Yeah, this level's pretty long, and unfortunately there's no zip for it yet, but thankfully it looks impressive, so.
Keep the dream alive. So this lava that he's running over is actually a one-hit kill, but the invincibility frames last for so long that typically what he'll do is he'll intentionally take a hit from these enemies as he passes by, so that he can sometimes intentionally and sometimes unintentionally jump into the lava without dying.
It's a nice mixture of both on a normal run. So now we actually use a character other than KO, which is rare.
We promised you more dragon.
Now we have, for those fans of Mega Man 2, this is pretty much a blatant ripoff of the dragon from that game.
Said it was a good game, not an original one.
So he'll randomly charge at you sometimes, but the first time he does it's either on the second or the, ooh, I want to say fifth, but it didn't happen, that's weird. Oh, that's kind of rare actually. And the bad part is that's the, the one boss fight where if you die, you lose the most time. That takes a long time to get into all that, and it's actually the one I was really hoping I wouldn't mess up.
One of the annoying things about all the wizard bosses is their shots will destroy the mouse's bombs. You have to place them in a way that they don't get destroyed and they still explode in time to hit the boss as much as possible.
Yeah, the main difficulty in this boss is that it's possible to do it with the mouse, not really feasible, but it's possible to do it with the mouse. The best and fastest way is to actually just get in the dragon's face and spam, but he has such a powerful shot that he unleashes it.
There we go.
Hold on.
Luckily that pretty much ends the really hard stuff of the run. This level is usually really long and really hard, but it's pretty much nothing now that Zip's got to find out.
How much time off the record did the Zips take?
Let's see, it was about 11:30 something before it, now it's 10:08. And that one alone saves about 30-ish seconds, I want to say.
Can you explain how you did that last glitch, CT?
Oh yeah, so when you kind of have KO in the corner, actually let me do this fight real quick. Oh, almost had that 1 second. Yeah, so when you have him in the corner and you switch to the dragon, it doesn't exactly know where to put it. So if you flip the dragon around, it has nowhere to put it, so it puts him around the wall. It's that part's the simple part. Getting through the wall is the hard part. You have to use a mixture of character switches and going the complete opposite direction you expect to go. And that one skips a solid half of that level. And this is the final boss, so ready on time, probably about 40-ish seconds. Hey, and I got the bad RNG too. Look at that.
Boss can go to one of two different heights, and the high one there, you can't hit him anymore, unless you're using the dragon, I think.
It's actually possible to kill the boss there. It's very hard. Very, very hard. I've never actually been able to do it.
One nice thing about this fight is you don't kill him there with having the
Time.
exact same.
12:15. Sorry, dragon. Still a solid run. As of about a month and a half ago, I had like a 15:30, so I'm completely happy with that. Huh? Well, thanks guys for having me. Thanks for watching out there. Yeah.
Nice run, CT.
Good run.
Okay, we have a $50 donation from Pimpif, and he says, keep up the good work. Really enjoying watching AGDQ. Really looking forward to Mega Man. $25 donation from Exelitator. I love AGDQ. Much love from Germany. We're going going to cut to a commercial real quick. When we come back, we're going to have Battletoads with JC583 and TMR. You won't want to miss it. And we're back with AGDQ 2015. Our next run is going to be the well-hyped, well-awaited Battletoads by JC583 and TMR. This will be a co-op and, thanks to donation incentives, a warpless run, so please stay tuned. All proceeds from AGDQ donations go to the Prevent Cancer Foundation, preventcancer.org. The Prevent Cancer Foundation is the only nonprofit in the United States that solely focuses on cancer prevention and early detection. Each year, more than 1.6 million Americans alone are diagnosed with the disease, and more than 500,000 die from the disease. However, research shows that up to 60% of cases and more than 50% of deaths are preventable with what we know now. The Prevent Cancer Foundation focuses their efforts in research, education, outreach, and advocacy, with over $138 million invested over 29 years. The Prevent Cancer Foundation has funded more than 480 grants and fellowships at more than 150 different academic institutions and medical centers across the country. Some of these grants have even been funded by money raised from Awesome Games Done Quick in the past. Awesome Games Done Quick is a Games Done Quick event